been asked to do a reading, and I think she wouldn't mind that this is made public because it's not a reading on a personal level. The reading that's being asked for is on Mauna Kea. Mauna Kea, that they are putting up the telescopes. And is that, ruining the sacredness of the place? A lot of Hawaiians are kind of up in arms about that they're putting those telescopes up on Mauna Kea. So I'm trying to pick some cards here. Which cards want to do this reading? Which cards are you? What cards are wanting to jump forward on this? So let's see what we have here. So let me get some cards out and start shuffling. So let's see what we have on that. Now, personally, and we'll look and see if the cards are going to uphold this. The view here is that the Hawaiians use the stars to navigate by. Okay? They use the stars to navigate their ships by when they would go out. So what is the difference if they're on land, to look at the stars and to get more in depth about it? Okay. So the stars have been an important part of the culture, so I don't get the, that if they're on Mauna Kea, that's, going to be ruining the sacredness of it. Okay. It only ruins the sacredness of it if that is your mindset. Okay. Otherwise, realistically, one thing is just as sacred as another. God is equally everywhere, in every place, in every moment. It's the mindset of the people that change that dynamic. What one could see as sacred, another sees as sacrilegious, depending on the mind spin of the moment and what they are culturally buying into. Some sort of a, one person says this and then they all want to be followers and go, yeah, that's right. So, yeah. But we will see what the cards have to say about it. What is what effect are the telescopes on Mauna Kea affecting the sacredness of the area? Are the telescopes up there affecting the sacredness of the area? So that's what we're going to look at. What are the telescopes on Mauna Kea? Are they affecting the sacredness of the area? Okay. About the telescopes on Mauna Kea. Okay. So now we got them all shuffled and we can start underneath of it all. I'm going to see what's underneath of it all first. well, let's see what we, underneath of it all. And this is hitting the senses and sensibilities of those, that the people are very much emotionally clinging to their traditions, clinging to their land. Okay, so that's what we have here. I love that this card for this, because he's clinging to the tree. So clinging to the land, clinging to their and clinging to their lands, you know, and what makes them happy, what fulfills them emotionally. The bear is on the emotional. So what is it that, you know, aids them spiritually, emotionally? Well, in this, they see it as a loss, you know, that this is trampling it, and they're up in arms because they are wanting to preserve. Okay, they're fighting to preserve the integrity of the place. Okay, this has made some very happy, that they feel like they're losing the sacredness of the area. And again, the challenge is the traditions. Okay, the traditions, they feel like their traditions are being challenged. Emotionally, this is hitting a lot of the natives there. Now, again, in my view, when you get to that point where everything deconstructs and you enter that divine is, and it's permeating everything, you know, everything is part and parcel of that, then you lose this type of separation mindset. But if you're still in the mind and, you know, you're holding to this, and in this case, they are being emotionally driven by this feeling of a need to protect, and that they are facing loss of their tradition. Okay, so that's what's underneath of it all. Okay. Okay, so what do we have in the center of it? In the center of it, we have, again, family. Family. Emotionally, Hawaiians are very family orientated. I mean, all Hawaiians are ohana, are part of the family. They say it's ohana. We're all part of this family. All Hawaiians are part of the Hawaiian family. So they are very much into the family of the traditions. Yeah, again, this is something they want to fight for. This is something they will be up in arms about. Yeah, they feel like, they feel like they're really embattled by this. Really embattled. Dancer of life. Okay. The challenge is they feel like this is challenging their way of life. Okay. That it's affecting their happiness as a people, overall as a people, as a society. And again, they are up in arms, and they feel like, again, they are all this stuff is being thrown at them. You know, this action's been taken. It's like we're having to duck these problems. All of this crap is being thrown at us. That's in the center of it, where they feel like they're losing their tradition, and this is being fostered on them. So let's see what they have, what's coming into this. Big shakeup. Big shakeup. Okay. Okay. Challenge. Okay, so going into it, this is really causing big havoc. Like, I mean, really a big shakeup for people. They feel like it's due to monetary stuff. Okay. And that they are looking for justice. But I think they feel like justice has been a sellout. Okay, justice is being a sellout. And they are looking for, the challenge is new beginnings. Okay. They don't want to lose it. They feel like they are losing their tradition. They've been sold out. Okay. And they're not sure where to go forward from this. Okay. Underneath, foundation of it is, let's see what we have. The foundation is, okay. So let me look at these real quick. Foundation is that they feel like this has to do, again, with monetary things, more opportunities in the world, that they are, again, speaking out against this. The challenge is looking for a way forward, the hunter of paths. They're looking for a way forward. They think that things are being hidden. They're not being brought out into the light, the high priestess. Things are being hidden. And they are, again, up in arms by strength in one way or another. And they feel like the strength is being used against them, that in a way they're powerless, that things are being hidden, that, the government and stuff is just looking for more opportunity in the world, getting something from this. So they're looking for a way to challenge it, a way to go forward. Okay. Yeah, that's the foundation of it. They say you're selling out. They feel like it's being sold out. Government is selling out their traditions. Above it. Okay. Okay. Above it, they are, again, this emotionally, how to deal with the changes that are coming. Again, they're looking for a way to emotionally fight against it and to physically fight against it going forward. And talking about what is their truth, what is their ideation, how it's affecting them and their ability to function in the world. Okay. So again, this is affecting them on many levels, not just emotionally, but they feel like it's affecting them physically when it comes to how that things are feeling like it's being a sellout. Okay, that it's again changing their tradition. Okay. And that they're being strong-armed, they're trying to find a way to fight against it, but they just see that they are really being strong-armed with this. Again, the challenge is companion, how to deal with it, how to get others over to their side to change this, because this is not, So let's see what we have going forward. What do we have going forward? Okay. Well, number one, the challenge is loss. Again, the feeling of the loss of their traditions. Again, this is really hitting emotionally. And they're trying to talk to people to get them over on their sides emotionally about this is our tradition. They're trying to figure out what kind of wisdom can I use, you know, to put this out there. And can we really talk them to changing the situation? Magician, I want to make it fly. I want to make it change. I want them to understand that this is a great loss to us. No amount of money you're going to recoup or whatever you think you're going to get is worth the loss that we're feeling of our tradition. Okay, the wisdom of our traditions, the values we hold. You know, this will make a big change, and we want to, again, they're trying to make the emotional appeals. The emotional appeals. So what is the, what is it? What is the, yeah, emotions surrounding this. Okay. Okay. Emotions are surrounding it is that they are kind of out on their own. You know, they have to strike out in a new direction, that this is part of progress, wheel of karma, you know, things are changing. And they're feeling like they're kind of out in left field. You know, they're dealing with all the emotions that are coming up with this. You know, and they're dealing with a spirit of healing. They're looking for healing. What kind of direction can we go? Again, feeling like they're really out on a limb with this, out on their own. They're not being heard. So they're trying to figure out how to go forward. And so what is it in here that I'm not asking that's good to know? What else can you tell us? Okay. Okay. Well, it's that, you know, they need to, feeling like they need to take action as a group. You know, this is the ohana, the family. It's really, really a painful situation. You know, this is, and they're standing there on the ready, trying to defend, trying to, because again, this is really tearing at them, and they want to take action, but the challenge is the hunter of death, that this is really kind of a foregone conclusion, that they're not going to win this battle. And it's, again, feeling of a great loss of their tradition, a great loss of the sacredness. You know, if that's your mindset, that it's, you don't see the sacredness of the fact that you're, that you, as a society, you know, they used to use the stars to navigate by. Okay. So this is, again, just finding out more about the stars, more about the universe, more about those things. If you can see it in that light, then you don't lose any of the sacredness. But if you say, oh, this is object that there and it's affecting the sacredness of our land, then to you, yeah, it's going to affect the sacredness of the land. That's going to be your mindset. That's going to be what you're holding to. And if that's what you're holding to, again, that does affect. Okay? Again, if you could change the perspective, then it can be a radical shift. Okay? If you could see the honoring of Mauna Kea, that this is the great expansion, and see it as a link to the rest of the universe, then they could maybe have a better situation in acceptance of what's there. But again, at this present time, they're really feeling like their traditions are being shattered, that they are being railroaded. It's the only feeling feel is just like we're being railroaded. We're being kind of like the Native Americans here. You're trying to take away our language, our traditions, you're trying to suppress it. You're trying to change it. This is so valuable to us. It's our center. It's our point of holding to something grounding, and you're taking away our grounding. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from this reading. Hopefully that's helped in some way. Again, it has to do with your mindset. Because really, in the broad scheme of things, if the mindset is not clinging to separation and this is great, this is bad, this is, then there is, again, every place is sacred. And but if you are still in that divisionary thing, us against them, and all this other drama, then yeah, it's going to really, could really throw you in a tailspin. So yeah, I'm going to leave this here. Thanks for your question, Aho.